Hello, everyone. My name is Andrea Fitzgerald. I like to call myself the dorky jock just because to me it's like a total oxymoron. Like, even though I am so athletic, I'm so into sports, I'm really like a complete dork in the same sense. Like, I'm goofy, clumsy, but I also love like learning and reading. Like, I am a Oprah fanatic. Like, I watch Super Soul Sunday like it's my job, like on repeat. But what I wanted to do over the next 60 days, I am in a space of really trying to discover and reconnect with the true essence of who I am. And what I hope to do over the course of this next 60 days is to share what I learned and hopefully impact some people in the process. Um, to be quite honest, the majority of my life has been based on what other people want, what I should do, what I'm supposed to do, and just essentially, I've been a people pleaser. And so, when you live in that space, I mean, it's very disempowering. I mean, you struggle with self confidence, you struggle with self esteem, and things like that because it's solely based on how other people feel about you. So, what I want to do is really track my progress throughout this process and really see how I change, how I grow, what my beliefs are, the struggles, the positives, the highs and lows, and in the process, help other people that may struggle with the same thing. So, um, let me get right to it. So, there's a book that I've been reading. It's called The Essential Self by Dr. Elliot Rosenbaum. And what he focuses on, he says it's basically two things that we have. We have our inner music, which is the true essence of who we are. And then we also have the noise, which I like to call the little voice. I have a name for her. Her name is Sybil. I mean, she loves to talk, right? The little voice that says you are not good enough, you cannot do it, you are not capable, why are you doing this? That makes up these assumptions about other people and really makes you think that it's all about you, say, oh, they're doing this because of that. I mean, she can go. I mean, the mom talks all the time. I'm sure that we all have one, but really what it's about is drowning out that little voice, acknowledging, yes, you are here, but I necessarily don't have to listen to you. And really, because once we drown her out, then we can really hear what's going on for us in a positive way. So, I wanted to share what I read today, and hopefully, I can help some people in the process. So, this is the quote that he said: "We were not placed here to play a song for others to applaud. Our purpose is much greater than this. We were placed here to create world harmony, the simultaneous playing of all of our music, the deepest expression of our personalities through our creativity and passion." So, the first part of that was we were not placed here to play a song for others to applaud. And that was really, really key for me because, as I stated before, the majority of my life has been people pleasing, right? And people pleasing is not about other people, it's about you. So, really getting the fact that my life is not meant to be lived for others, and that was just really powerful to me because regardless of what other people think, you have to live your life for you. I even think about like in various aspects of myself. Like even in relationships, it's like, oh, what can I do to make you happy? My parents, oh, how can I be the good girl, the good child? What am I supposed to do? But the supposed to, the shoulds, and people pleasing, it's not coming from you. It's about satisfying other people when you truly have to satisfy yourself, and then you can share with other people. You can love other people, but you first have to tap into what it is that you truly want. So the next part of that, he says that our purpose is much greater than this. So our purpose is not based on other people's opinions, is what I got from that. When people give us opinions, that's exactly what it is. It is just an opinion. And it's not fact. An opinion is just that. People only give you feedback and only give you advice based on their level of awareness. You know, it's all based on their experience. You know, it's not that it's a bad thing to to blame someone, anything like that, but it's just based on what they've experienced. You know, so if I have a really really big idea and I go to someone and I say, "Hey, I have this great idea, da 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 da," and then they say, "Oh, that's not possible. You can't do that." You know, but that's solely based on their experience. It's like Will Smith says, you know, if you want to tell me 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, why can't I say it's something else? Why can't I say 3 plus 1 is 4? You know what I'm saying? It's so many different ways for things to manifest sometimes. So, people only tell you based on their experiences. Maybe they don't think it's possible, but as long as you think it's possible, that's what matters. And so the next part, he said that we were placed here to create world harmony, the simultaneous playing of all of our music, the deepest expression of our personalities through our creativity and passion. So, one of the things that the book really speaks to is this: when we are not living in the true essence of who we are doing a disservice to the world, right? Like, I have gifts, you have gifts, we all have different things that make us who we are, our personality traits, like I am a complete nerd, I am athletic, and I am extremely silly, and those things, those parts of my personality are what going to drive me to what my purpose will be. You may be extremely organized, you may be very assertive, you may be loud, quiet, whatever it is, but those things are what make us who we are, those personality traits. And when we're not living in that, we're not helping anyone, because that's what we are called here to do. Like, think about that. If we have all these people, different people in the world who are not living in their purpose, right? So they have all these gifts to share, and it's just we just holding it close like this. That's what I got from that. That's what I thought. So it really really made me really think about, like, what is it that I really want to do? What am I truly passionate about? Because if we're living in that space of purpose, then obviously we're going to be extremely more creative. We are not, as it said at the beginning of the quote, is we're not basing it on what other people are going to think about it. Like, yo, I got to get this done. This is what I'm called to do. I got to make this happen. We're way more creative and we're passionate. It's not work. I always say that life has got to be more than a 9 to 5. It's just got to be more and pay some bills. That, to me, that's not purpose. At least not for me. And I had to really ask myself, am I living in my purpose? Am I living my purpose? And the answer was no. So this is day one. Over the next 60 days, I hope to really get a clear picture of what it is that I want. And I say what I want in every aspect: professionally, relationally, emotionally, spiritually, as a person. What is it that I want? And I challenge you over the next 60 days, next week, next month, for you to do the same thing. Do you know what your purpose is? Do you have a clear picture of that? And if you do, what are you doing to make that happen? Because that's the thing for me. I will be completely honest. I have all these great ideas, but putting them in motion, sometimes the follow through. And so I am intentional at this moment, saying that I'm going to do whatever I have to do to make this happen. So once I discover what that is, I'm going to make it happen. Figuring out what those next steps to make it happen. So thank you again for engaging. Thank you for listening. And I challenge you over the next week or so, ask yourself those questions. Do I know what my purpose is? How am I ensuring that I'm letting my inner music show to others? How am I offering my gifts to the world? Just things to think about. But it's the Dorky Jock signing out. Boom.